Let's go, and let's not do another chat about net zero. But Neil Sean, let's talk about Her Majesty and what we're hearing about what she might be crook with. Obviously, they're not going to tell us, which means we don't 100% know. But we obviously know Prince Philip passed away not that long ago. We obviously know this beloved figure is of a certain age. People are concerned about what's happening at the moment with Her Majesty.
Hi, Paul. How are you? It's good to see you again, sweetie.
And
now,
you,
listen,
friend.
the problem is, I feel sorry for Her Majesty the Queen, because the bigger problem is the minute you are a certain age and you're that age, people go, oh, that's it. What we can tell you is this. Her Majesty the Queen has been advised to take just some rest. You've got to remember, as everybody says, but she is 95 years old. And I think what's happened really, Paul, is she's bolted into things to keep herself occupied, And I think what's happened now is that, because we're still all in the middle of this terrible pandemic, she's had to slow down. And the bigger problem, looking at COP26, is this. You're going to have a condensed area of people, and you're expecting this 95-year-old lady, who is the star attraction, let me tell you, of this event, to wade through all these people. It just didn't make sense to me. And even when things were looking brighter, I did kind of think this is a big risk factor. But the good news is, apparently Greta's going to be there.
Yeah, I think Chuck will be more than happy to run around and go, sorry, Mummy can't be here. But when I'm king, there's also this really creepy, I'll be honest, creepy, morbid thing that rolls around where every couple of weeks I see stories in the Australian media about Buckingham Palace's grim plans for, when the inevitable takes place. I don't want to know about all that process stuff. In the English press, do they ever talk about it? Do they ever have little sort of details of what might happen when, sadly, the inevitable comes?
Well, I've got to tell you a strange thing. And as you know, I work for many different TV companies. We have a studio here in London called Westminster Live, and we receive lots of requests about what's the availability, what's the rate, should the Queen die? I mean, it's terrible. This is the emails you wake up to. I look at it this way, is that when you think about it, right, Paul, that particular thing has been sorted out for years. People know exactly, this protocol's in place, everybody knows. The downside to it, for people like our generation particularly, we don't know anybody else. It's really going to affect a lot of people. And I don't think people have thought about that in the long run, because she's been such a mainstay of our lives. I, for one, am looking forward to the Platinum celebrations.
Yeah.
I'm looking positive and thinking, can't wait to see that. Want to see who's going to be on that balcony, though. That's going to be the interesting thing to me. Maybe Greta after this week, who knows?
Nice to talk to you, Neil. Happier times ahead.